G'day everyone, and welcome to Griffon X Tabletop Miniatures. Welcome back to my channel, and for those of you who are new, please don't forget to subscribe! And don't forget to hit that notification bell so you can stay up to date on all content released here on this channel. Now, I really appreciate you doing that, and if you like it, don't forget to give it a like. That really helps us out. Thanks. Now on with the video. In this video, we're going to be checking out my Centurion Devastators that I kitbashed for my Howling Griffons. Let's see how they turned out. Well, here we have them. This is my Devastator Centurions that I've kitbashed for my Howling Griffons force. As you can see, instead of holding, in this case, they've got the heavy bolters, and instead of holding them in each arm, I've actually got them cut and put together so that they're like one big, massive looking storm bolter, basically, but with heavy, obviously being twin-linked, or not necessarily twin-linked, but heavy bolters. And I think that looks really cool. They're big armoured guys, and I think them holding a big single gun, I think looks better, personally. I've changed the helms, because I actually do like the Centurion helms, but I think they look better on the Primaris Marines, in particular in the Gravis armour. Now, to put something in the other hand, I just made it into a power fist sort of thing, again from the Aggressor kit. I cut off the flamer and put on this Grey Knight Nemesis Force blade from the end of the weapon that their Terminators have. I just put it in there as I say, for the rule of cool. Clearly they're not supposed to have that, but I think it just looks good, better than a bare arm, given that the gun is over here now. I've also made changes to the rear of them, as you can see. Long ago I did try to turn these into a Primaris form, and it just didn't work out. So I kept these three. I did do another 6, and they just didn't work out. I wasn't happy with them. So I had to re-sculpt the back armoured bit under here with some milliput, or milliput, whatever you want to call it. And I got some spare aggressor backpacks that I wasn't using from an old build, and whacked them on instead of the traditional sort of exhausts. I thought this looked more Space Marine-y and kind of cool. Now, it's not everyone's taste. I know that, doing this like this, but I think it looks good. I'm looking for a little, I don't know what you call it, but it's the thing that looks like a brush that goes on the top of the helms. I'm looking for a spare one of them. If I can find one, I'll put one on this commander, and I might even put an icon up the back here. Obviously not exactly what the Centurions would have had, but something. I'm just trying to get that to focus again for you. And it doesn't want to, so we'll just put it back down. Let's try this one. Is it going to work for us today? Apparently not. Oh well. It's not much different with this one. Again, the backpack. The moulded bit on the back that I did, just to try and make things a bit better. Let's see if this helps. Yeah, there we go. Okay, now you can see him a lot better. Obviously I've put these little sensors on each of the guns. Obviously they're spare from things like the Land Raider kit. Things like that, or Razorbacks. Because quite often back in the day I would buy Razorbacks even if I wanted a Rhino. Just because you get the extra parts. So that left me with quite a few things like that spare. And that one does not want to work neither. Here we are. Let's try that. There we go. Sorry if it's a bit janky. But yeah, I hope you get an idea of the look. And the helms on these two, I don't know if you noticed, but these ones are from the old Venerable Dreadnought kit. There's some of the helms that you get as an option from that. And given that they're sort of chunkier looking helmets, more armor, I thought it suited the Centurion Devastator. Now, I'm very happy with how these turned out, especially considering initially the 9 that I made many years ago were altered at some point to try and be put into a Primaris force, like I'd seen other people do something similar online, and I was very heavily inspired, but yeah, that didn't quite end out happening. At least not the way I wanted it to, so I had a few left over, or at least parts from a few of them, like the legs, for instance, and the chest are from separate builds. So, yeah, that took some... It took some work putting them back together and getting them the way they are. A lot of filing, a lot of cleaning up. There were lots of scratches and cuts that I'd made along surfaces to try and, get my clippers in there to take them apart to make them more Primaris sized back in the day. And like I said, these 3, most of the chests at least, didn't have too much work done to them. So it was a relatively easy fix. And I think in the end, I really like how these look. I think they've turned out quite good. It would have been nice if I could have salvaged more from the 9 that I had. But the fact that I was able to salvage these 3 is brilliant. And I'm really happy with that. What do you think? Do you think this is a good kitbash? Or do you think it's a bit poor? Yeah. Be interested to know what you actually think. And... yeah, you can put that in the comments down below. And, yeah. I'm really impressed with how they turned out. I just love the guns, together like that. I just think it looks sick. Now, I imagine if we did the las cannons like that, it would have been a little bit more awkward looking, given their length and whatnot. But with these, it's not so bad. If you're wondering, it's just an aggressor arm. That was holding... actually, it's not an aggressor arm. It's the flying Gravis armor guys. I can't remember what they're called. The ones with either the plasma guns, the twin plasma guns, or the twin little bolter things. It's from one of the bolter ones, as you can see. So it's got the proper handle and the trigger and all that. And it's the same on all 3. Just those 2 are in the opposite arm. That's the only real difference. There. We'll leave this one here, I think. If you have any questions for me, or for the channel, or for what I like to do in the hobby, anything at all, please put that down in the comments below, and we can start having a conversation. And if you want to talk a little more, maybe share some inspirational images of our miniatures, our hobby, even our piles of shame, maybe our piles of opportunity, all of that fun stuff, I have a Discord. And I've started uploading a lot of my army's miniatures. I've taken photos of them, and I've uploaded them on there. So if you'd like to check them out, feel free to do so. It should be up near the banner somewhere, I believe. Yeah, click the link and I'll love to see you over there. And again, please don't forget to subscribe. Thank you. That would really help. Again, I thank you for watching today. I'll catch you in the next one.